Well, thank you all so much for coming out to Malvern Books tonight. We are here to celebrate the release of Adrian Todd Zuniga's book, Collision Theory, which we have available for sale. It's over there on that table. And before I introduce our featured reader tonight, I just wanted to let everybody know that it's National Poetry Month, and so all of our poetry books are 20% off all month long. All right, so Adrian Todd Zuniga is the co-creator and host of Literary Deathmatch, a reading series that occurs regularly in New York City, San Francisco, and London. He is the founding editor of Opium Magazine, a Pushcart Prize-nominated writer for his short fiction, and an award-winning journalist. Please welcome Adrian.
Guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate your presence. We're doing this on the film, so I'm glad that the 270 people fit in the store. So tonight, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read the first chapter of my book, and then we're going to try a little experiment to hear more of the book. That part will be short, and then that second experiment, if that first one doesn't totally fail, will be short. And then we're going to do a Q&A with the amazing Jason Newlander, in which we just talk about creativity, and failure, and all these kind of things. So I'm going to read the first chapter to give you a sense of the book, and that's how we're going to kick this off. It is 1.5 pages long, so let's see how we do. I don't know what that's about, but all right. First, I notice her standing on the building's ledge in low-slung sunlight, looking out over the city. Next, I spy her bare feet. It's the way her shoes are settled at the base of the ledge, high heels kicked over, ankle straps still buckled, that tells me everything. I'd come to the rooftop to breathe, but now there she is, 75 feet away. Beyond her, the Brooklyn Bridge held together by floss. I'll take you to dinner, I say, a prayer as if my words could reverse gravity, but a whip of May wind catches my speech. I'm going to redo that part. We'll get far away from all this right off, I shout. Fly into Lisbon, then drive to Seville. We'll share a pitcher of sangria. You'll drink too much and I'll hold your hair back. She continues to stare down the city's throat. I step toward her. The wind's hum lifts into a momentary whistle. The navy flowers on her dress rustle against her knees. She sways left to right in the sea-sharp breeze. What's happened up until now? I shout louder, taking 2 steps. I'll make it up to you ×5. The wind gusts and lulls. She reaches back to keep her dress down. Modesty, even now. I take 2 more steps, but she's still so far away. Her feet shift. She's seconds from takeoff. I'll ask you about your day and listen to every detail, I say. We'll kiss under storm clouds until we're both soaked. Her right foot inches to the ledge. Nothing I say anymore will matter. Wait, I plead as I race toward her, then stop short. She's rocking. Just don't. She's going to go. I know it's hard, I say. I understand. But I don't understand anything. She turns and faces me. She raises her right hand and pulls a knotted strand of hair from her mouth and tucks it behind her right ear. Her cheeks are blotched red with upset, her mouth bent into an almost frown. The wind tears across my eyes and the skyline blurs into watercolor. What I can half see is that she stops rocking. What I can half see is the birds are pausing, the clouds breaking. What I can see is that she has stopped everything. Until she collapses like a faint and disappears from the ledge. Okay, now we're going to do the experiment. That's chapter 1. Everybody thought he was going to say it. So I'm going to ask you 3 to give me a number. You are limited to 0 and 1, and then you guys get to go the whole range of numbers that are single digit. So would you like to go 0 or 1?
1.
1, great choice.
0.
0.
7.
7. So I'm just going to read page 107 with no context. It might spoil some things, but we're just going to have some fun, and I'm going to see if this works. Stares, and as she's coming back up, I hear her voice downshift into inaudible whisper. When she's back in my room, she closes the door and hands me her phone. Who is it? I ask. Drained, she jabs the phone at me like, just take it. I answer with an unsure hello. Why is your phone going straight to voicemail, Ryan asks. I guess it died. Well, charge it. How did you know Elsa was here? I ask him. What do you mean, he says. I said on your voicemail she was on her way. The voicemail I never get around to checking. And how did you know she was coming here, I ask, and I look up at Elsa, who's pacing back and forth with her arms crossed, chewing the tip of her right thumb. Because we talk every day? What? What? Ryan says. I suddenly feel like I'm part of a murder mystery, and this is the moment I realize that every person I see on stage, everyone involved, is somehow, until now, unbeknownst to me, connected. Is everything okay? Ryan asks me. Everything's fucking brilliant, I tell him. My mom's been decimated by my inaction, and a total stranger, pretending to be the love of my life, just tore into me. You're home, he says, trying to soothe me. Great, I breathe out, feeling defeated. You can't see it now, but it is great. Is it? I ask. Because tomorrow I get to see my mom again, then after dinner, I never get to see her again. There's some spoilers in there. All right, let's try that one more time. But you do the 0 and 1.
0.
Okay.
2.
24, perfect, let's try this. I feel like this isn't I don't feel like it's a good trick, but we're gonna go with it one final time. And then I'll talk about the book briefly, and then we'll start some real shenanigans. Relieved my phone is in working order, I stick my credit card back into the payphone slot and dial Ryan. You haven't been murdered, he says when he answers. Close enough. Oh, so I'm just going to give some context for this because it's early enough. But he is going to LA to pitch, it's 18 months after the opening chapter, and he goes to LA to pitch a movie about Elvis's Graceland being kidnapped by aliens. And he's had a bad pitch meeting. And his friend Ryan is ill and couldn't go with him. Close enough. The assholes at that pitch meeting, holy fuck, dude, that was the most soul-harming 3 minutes of my life. Shit. He's in film. Shit, Ryan says, and I hear the air go out of him, which ramps up my feelings of letting him down. Only 3 minutes? So they hated it? It was weirder than that. Honestly, I'm not even sure they'd ever heard of Elvis. Maybe I'll use his last name next time. He's a big fan. I hear Ryan breathing. They didn't like the Vaseline Cathedral line? Didn't get to it. Oh, well, how'd they respond to the Pat Boone line? I didn't get that far. Another pause. More breathing. But it's right at the start, Ryan says. I'm telling you, it was super weird. Okay, of course, yeah, fuck. It feels horrid standing at the payphone, feeling like I blew it, being judged, being here all alone. People can be real dicks, he says. But it's okay. Is it? I mean, is it all going to be like this? I hope not. I guess it's like anything, you're not always going to vibe with people. Forget vibing, what about just like human decency? I know, Ryan says, energyless. I'm surprised Peter would think they'd be into it if they were that far not into it. I think they just weren't into me. If you'd been here, nah, I'm not star power, Ryan says. They don't know my face. You could say you're me in a pinch and it'd all be the... So that's, so you've now heard 4 pages from the book. I feel like we're all electrified by that.
I wanted you to keep reading.
Okay, well, you get to name 3 numbers. Go.
Oh, I was interested in what was happening.
Oh yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, 025, there we go.
Good call. And that's only a half page, so this is perfect. And it'd be all the same. But if you want to bail on the last 2 and hold off until we can do this together, I mean, I get it. No, I say as a bolt of ego rises up in me. I'm here, the meetings are set. I'll do the next, then reassess. All right, he says, and any discouragement fades from his voice. Sounds like you're warmed up. I'd say overheated. I really want bad things to happen to those collab core automatons. I like the passion, Ryan says, and the best way to stick it to them is nail the next meeting. Then they'll wish they'd listened. My stomach's cartwheeling, so I gotta go in a sec, but what's up with your phone, and who's that girl? I tell him what happened. So you let her keep your phone? I panicked because I was running late. All right, Ryan says with a laugh. Uh-oh, bathroom's calling, gotta go. Ring me after the next pitch, or when you get your phone back. Oh God. He's got some digestive issues. So, does anybody wonder what this book is about? Let's find out. It is, okay, so this guy in the beginning sees this girl, and that triggers that a year and a half later he's sort of struggling with this and all these other things, and then him and his best friend get together or his friend comes into town as a surprise, and they start living together, and then they decide to make this Elvis pitch. And I wonder if I could give you any of the Elvis pitch. I don't think I will, but I'll do one more little section to give you a sense of this. I read this earlier. No, I'm not going to. I think we've heard enough for now. But now I'm going to intro Jason. Jason, what's a good bio for you?
Oh,
I have one printed if you'd like it.
That's one. Can I use that? I realized I know Jason is just one of my favorite people. Awesome. So now I'm going to introduce elegantly